Welcome everyone to tonight's matchup for the East Meadow Spartans versus the Mount Greylock Mounties. Last year the Mounties lost to East Meadow 21-3 in a hard-fought battle up in Mount Greylock. The Mounties finished the season last year 10-10. This year they're currently 1-1, beating Granby 19-5 and losing to Minnechaug 7-5. The Mounties have Super 7 Brady, but apparently she looks like she's not here today, so Eakin will get in the goal today. She had 12 saves and 7 goals against the other day against Minnechaug, so she'll be a good replacement for Brady in goal. The Spartans beat Northampton the other day, 15-3 at home. Looking to get their second win in the season tonight. Kenna Marino on the draw for the Spartans as we're about to start off. Ball's up. Marino wins her first draw of the night. I'm sure that won't be the last one that she'll win, because she quickly gets the ball over the restraining line and East Meadow starts up their offense. Mac Whitworth with the ball over to Miana Calabrese. Over to Kenna Marino, feathers it into Addie Jordan. Addie Jordan takes a shot, and Egan with her first save of the game. Airmail down the field. Mount Greylock ends up with the ball. Kylie Marino defending. And Greylock will set up their offense. Sabina McKechnie chases the ball out of bounds. East Meadow ball. McKechnie deep into the corner, looking to get the ball over to Jenna Holly. Jenna Holly with the ball. Jenny Holly quickly gets the ball out to Kylie Marino. She gets the ball up the field to her sister Kenna, who pushes it up the field to the restraining line. Kenna over to Trulio. Calabrese ends up picking it up. She's behind the net. Over to Lukasik. Lukasik loses it. Mac Whitworth there to pick it up. Mac fires it in, and ball goes out of bounds off the post. Mac brings the ball into play. Goes around the Greylock defender and scores for her first goal of the game. Mac Whitworth's first goal of the game. That's her 7th goal of the season. Marino on the draw against Law. Marino once again comes up with the ball. Marino in and out of people, gets the ball knocked away. She comes up with the ball. Nice little soccer move, kicks it, flicks it between her legs to McKechnie, who looks to start the East Meadow offense. Over to Calabrese. Calabrese looking for a cutter. Knocked away by Greylock. They quickly get the ball back to Aiken. Aiken airmails the ball to nobody. It's out of bounds. Grace Howard keeps the ball in bounds. Gets the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie goes around the defender. Gets the ball over to Lukasik. Lukasik down to Calabrese. Calabrese gets stopped by 2 defenders. Gets the ball to the middle. Ball bounces around. McKechnie picks it up. McKechnie driving to the net over to Mac Whitwer. And it looks like shooting space. Sabina McKechnie on the 8-meter mark. McKechnie runs it in. Misses wide. Trulio gets knocked the ball away, but she gets a foul on her. And she'll be getting herself an 8-meter.
It's glitching. Now it's going. It was glitching, yeah. I pressed.
Wow.
It was only seconds. I've been watching it. So I'll watch it again.
That is, was that Mac? I don't know. I was looking at the clock. Who scored that? Mac? Mac scored the goal.
East Long Meadow goal scored by McKenna Whitworth, assisted by Angelina Trulio.
Sorry about that missed call. I was looking at the clock. Angelina Trulio passed the ball off to Mac Whitwer, who scored her second goal of the game. Spartans up 2-0. 10 minutes to go in the game, or in the first quarter. Marino against the law on the draw. I think it's law. Greylock looking to change it up. Marino winning all 3 of the draws so far in today's matchup. And Addie Jordan comes up with that one. Addie quickly getting by everybody on the Greylock defense. She moves around the net. Looked over to Mac Whitwer, who one-times it. Mac Whitwer has a hat trick already with 2 minutes and 13 seconds in the game.
Assisted by Adelaide Jordan.
Nice look by Addie Jordan to get Mac the ball. Mac Whitwer 2 goals the other night against Northampton and quickly surpasses that mark in today's matchup. Marino back up on the draw. Marino calling out the calls where she wants everybody to go as Addie Jordan plows through 2 girls and Mac Whitwer gets the ball. Mac over to Lukasik. Lukasik looking to take it in. She goes in through 1, 2, fires it over to Calabrese. Calabrese misses. Looks like ball got knocked away. Good hustle by Calabrese to get the ball back. Caroline Lukasik with the ball. She fires in the middle to Sabina McKechnie. Sabina McKechnie throws a sidearm, misses wide. Mac's there to pick up the ball. Mac Whitwer now with behind the net. Over to Addie Jordan. I believe that's called the X. Yep. I am getting good at this. Addie Jordan with the ball. Addie goes in now. Mac picks the ball up. Mac in over to Addie Jordan. Addie to Mac. Mac will get shooting space. Mac Whitwer the ball on the 8-meter. See what she'll do with it. Mac Whitwer runs it in, throws the ball wide. Nice save by the goalie. And I don't know, slashing call by the Mounties. So I'll go with that. Addie Jordan with the ball. Addie Jordan runs it in. That looks like that'll be a yellow card. Addie Jordan almost gets hit in the head, or did get hit in the head. Addie Jordan on the 8-meter mark as Raymond will be sitting down, taking a 2-minute break. Addie Jordan in, and a goal for Addie Jordan.
East Long Meadow goal scored by Addie Jordan.
Congratulations to the Mountie defense. Took them 4.5 minutes to let Addie Jordan score a goal. Marino back on the draw. Mounties having a tough time getting possession of the ball today as Mac Whitwer comes up with a draw. And she'll slow it down and let East Long Meadow start their offense. Mac Whitwer behind the net, looking for a couple cutters, gets the ball over to Bianca Calabrese. Calabrese over to Kenna. Kenna fires, and Angelina Trulio with a goal. Nice quick passing by the Spartans as Ken Marino fires it into Trulio for the goal.
East Long Meadow goal scored by Angelina Trulio. Assisted by Kennedy Marino.
Spartans up 5-0 with 7:19 to go in the first quarter. Ball goes way up in the air, knocked around. Addie Jordan ends up with the ball as she takes off down the sideline. She'll go right at the net. And goes 5-hole on the goalie for her second goal of the game.
East Long Meadow goal scored by Adelaide Jordan.
It stops for the goals. It stops for goals. It stops for goals.
Another 3 minutes is going to be continuous running clock, so Greylock ends up with the ball.
When they have possession. You don't understand.
Addie Jordan will be serving a penalty for East Long Meadow for, I believe I heard, cross check. Greylock with the ball.
The clock starts when possession is gained in the draw. And the clock continues to run unless there's a yellow card.
It's the last 1 minute of each quarter.
In the last 1 minute of each quarter.
Mount Greylock getting themselves an 8-meter. She moves in. I can't see what the numbers are. I can't see the numbers yet. Looks like number
Mount Greylock goal scored by number 21, Molly Kangelosi.
Molly Kanjelski with Mount Greylock's first goal of the game. Cutting East Long Meadow's lead back down to 5, 6-1 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Mount Greylock ends up with another draw. Lagerwall with the ball. Lagerwall with the ball again. I don't know, they got some call for something. She's over to Kanjesi. Kanjesi over to Wall. Gets the ball back to Kanjesi. Kylie Marino's playing defense on her, and now Mount Greylock will be up a man. And looks like Law will be getting an 8-meter now, giving Jenna Holly, the Fairleigh Dickinson commit, a chance to stop her. False start on, I don't know, you can just randomly call on Kenna. What a save by Jenna Holly. Holly over to Raypold. Raypold back to Holly. Holly over to McKechnie. McKechnie having room to operate if she can get by her. She does. Get the ball over the restraining line. Addie Jordan with the ball, as her penalty was up shortly after Mount Greylock's penalty. Mac Whitwer with the ball. Goes around one, goes around two, fires it just high over everybody. Angelina Trulio there to back up the ball. Ange with the ball behind, over to Marino. Marino fires one in to Kasich, bounces off, and Aiken ends up with the ball. See how East Long Meadow does on the ride. Not really giving Mount Greylock much of a chance. Ball bounces over everybody. Goes to Kangolsi as she's running down the line. She's greeted by Kylie Marino, who knocks the ball out of bounds. Marino quickly picks it up, gets the ball back into play. Freshman blows by everybody else, so I'm sure everybody else in Western Mass is not going to be happy after Kenna Marino's been doing that for 4 years. Now they're going to get another 3 more years of Kylie Marino doing that. Mac Whitwer over to Kasich. Kasich with the ball. Over to Calabrese. Calabrese over to McKechnie. McKechnie goes by her, dips it into Kasich. Ball bounces around Mac Whitwer. It seems like every time there's a loose ball, Mac ends up picking up that ball. Addie Jordan with the ball. Playing man-to-man. Kind of feathers one in there, and Calabrese. Oh, what a save by Aiken. Goalie's out of the net. She fires it over, gets by one. Kylie Marino ends up with the ball. Gets the ball over the restraining line. Over to Calabrese. Calabrese to Trulio. Trulio to Jordan, goes in through one, gets hit in the head by not one, but 2 sticks. And she should have herself an 8-meter. Addie Jordan straight on with the keeper. Bounces one past the keeper for her third goal of the game. So 2 Spartans now have hat tricks in the first quarter, with Mac Whitwer having 3 and Addie Jordan getting her third goal. Spartans up 7-1 with 1:53 to go in the first quarter. Marino on the draw. And looks like it should be offsides on Mount Greylock, so East Palmetto will get the ball. Jordan with the ball. Over to Mac Whitwer. Mac with a little dodge move. She goes in through one, in through another one, fires the ball. She gets a goal again. Nice movement by Mac Whitwer to go in and out. A few screens set up by the Spartans as Mac Whitwer gets her
Goal scored by McKenna Whitwer.
4th goal of the game. Spartans now up 8-1 with 1:28 left to go in the quarter. Marino back up on the draw. False start on Marino, and Greylock will get the ball. Law with the ball. Throws the ball over to Raymond. Raymond looking, she's met by Kenna Marino, who stops her. Back to Kinjesi behind the net. Kinjesi with Greylock's lone goal of the day. Law with the ball. Over to Raymond, gets the ball. Raymond looking to make a move. Mary DeVoy there. Kinjesi throws the ball to the middle. Another save by Jenna Holly. Nice shot by Abel, but she's met by Jenna Holly, who gets her 2nd save of the game. Fires it out to Kylie Marino. Marino has space to operate and blows by everybody from Greylock. Just keep going with it. Take it, kid. Yep. Fires into Addie Jordan. Jordan gets the ball to Trulio. Trulio turns around and fires. No. So it looks like Trulio scored a goal, but is taken away due to a foul what? For a dangerous follow through, I've been told. Ball bounces over. Ooh. Grace Howard is going to take a seat. So Spartans now down 2 people as Trulio and Howard are sharing the yellow chair. That's a good pitcher moment. Art with the ball, throws the ball over to Law, who's met by Lukasik. Lukasik fires the ball, or not Lukasik, Addie Jordan marking up Raymond, who gets called, and Raymond will be on a 12-meter with 7 seconds left to go in the quarter. Spartans playing down 2 people. They'll have to watch out because they already have 3 yellow cards, so I think another yellow card, they'll have to start, somebody down will have to sit down permanently. They fire the ball in. Ball bounces. Holly with another save. She comes up with the ball as time expires. At the end of one, Spartans 8, Mounties 1. And we're back with second half action. East Long Meadow Spartans up 8-1. In the first quarter, Mac Whitwer led the team with 4 goals being scored, followed up by Addie Jordan with 3, and Angelina Trulio had a goal. Currently, East Long Meadow is going to be playing 2 men down due to Trulio and Howard sitting and sharing a seat together. Ken Marino on the circle as Addie Jordan is moved up and Caroline Lukasik is also on the circle. Ken is taking the draw, dominating today's start of everything. Probably winning 80% of all the draws. Ball's up. Mount Greylock comes away with it as Kenna Marino knocks the ball away. That's offsides. Marino picks it up, quickly gets the ball down. And we'll see if East Long Meadow eats up the clock or they're going to try to go at it. It's still just eat up the clock. Maybe until you at least get one of them back in. Over to Mac, back to Marino, Marino to Jordan, back to Marino, back to Mac. This could be also difficult for Greylock. They're up 2 people, but they come out too far. You could end up having Whitwer or Jordan or any of these Long Meadow girls go by him, get a one-on-one with the goalie. Ball bounces around. Kylie Marino looking to be there. Marino waiting. Marino gets the ball. As Addie Jordan smartly gets back over the restraining line as Kylie Marino steps in to pick it up. Jordan with the ball. Over to Calabrese. Over to Marino. One of our girls is out, and shortly after, East Long Meadow is back to fully manned. Jordan with the ball, moves in, gets the ball to Trulio. Trulio looking for the cutter, finds Calabrese, who fires the ball. What a save again. A knife save by Aiken. That's 2 times Calabrese had a nice shot on her. She made a good save on her. Jesse gets up. Looking to make room. Over to Law. Throws the ball into the middle, swarmed by a bunch of East Long Meadow defenders. McKechnie kicks it to Marino. Marino ends up with the ball. Looking started all over to Jenna Holly. I have a tough time seeing their numbers. The red on the black is, you can see on this side of the field. I can't see on the other side of the field, so. Sorry if I miss any, or if I mess up. Not really, but I'd say it. Marino with the ball as she gets swarmed by 3 Mountain Greylock players. Howard over to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer gets the ball to Jordan, and Jordan will have a 3-on-3, 3-on-2, 3-on-1. Bounces the ball off the goal. Knocked away by Mac Whitwer. Trulio looking to pick it up. Trulio comes up with the ball over to Marino, and she'll restart the East Long Meadow offense. Marino looking for somebody. Caroline Lukasik cutting across the middle. Marino goes in and out. Goes through one. McKenna looking to make something happen. She dishes it off to McKechnie. McKechnie over to Whitwer. Whitwer in. Whitwer will get shooting space. Mac Whitwer looking to get her first shot of the quarter. Spartans currently up 8-1. Mac looking ready to shoot the ball. Takes a step in, fires the ball past the goalie. As Mac scores her 5th goal of the game. First one for the quarter for the Spartans.
East Long Meadow goal scored by McKenna Whitwer.
Marino on the draw, going up against Law. Ball's up, quickly scooped by Art. Art with a roll, gets the ball over to Raymond. Raymond over to Law. Gets the ball over the restraining line. Jesse with the ball, over to Abel. Law with the ball. Raymond with the ball, looking to make a move. Back behind the net to Jesse. Jesse getting met by Kylie Marino. They force the ball back out. Ball's on the ground. Addie Jordan scoops it up, and the Spartans are off. Addie Jordan splits the defenders, keeps going. Only one defender left. She goes by her and fires it 5-hole through the goalie again. Addie Jordan runs 80 yards down the field to score a goal to increase the Spartans' lead 10-1 with 7 minutes to go.
Scored by Adelaide Jordan.
That's Jordan's 4th goal of the game, 1st goal of the quarter. Yeah, Addie Jordan's a tough one when she gets a full head of steam running down the field to stop. Looks like Whitwer's up on the draw. Fires it up, and Greylock comes up with the ball as she gets the ball, but then she's met by Marino and Mac Whitwer. As Trulio picks up the ball. She's moving her around. Greylock defenders are there. She gets the ball to Lukasik. Lukasik fires, and another good save by the goalie. Loose ball kicked over to Greylock. Greylock ends up with it. That's Art. Passes the ball back to Aiken. Caroline Lukasik knocks the ball away, picks the ball up, gets the ball over the restraining line, gets the ball over to Calabrese. Oh, last second look by Calabrese to grab it, goes in, shoots, misses wide, quickly gets the ball back in, gets the ball to Kylie Marino over to Lukasik, Lukasik over to Whitwer, Whitwer to McKechnie. McKechnie looking, nothing there, passes the ball to Jordan. Jordan over, bounces, tough pass for Marino to get. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball goes all the way back to Aiken. Good work by the Mounties to move the ball up the field. She gets a check by Calabrese. Art with the ball, fires the ball up. Ball bounces around, it's loose. Grace Howard on defense. Miana Calabrese there to intercept. This is Trulio's looking to take one in, fires it to a cutter. Just past Jordan. Good job by Carolyn looking to get it loose as Kylie Marino ends up with the ball, and she'll start the East Long Meadow offense. Marino, the lone lefty on the team this year, looking to take Allie Thompson's spot with that. Ball goes around. Mac Whitwer with it. Gets shooting space again. Quick passing by Trulio back to Mac. Mac with the fake shot, gets the shooting space, and now she's on the 8-meter. Mac Whitwer, the behind the back to McKechnie. Gets swarmed. McKechnie goes by one. Looking, loses the ball. Scoops it away. Comes up with it. McKechnie with the ball behind the net. Looking to set something up. McKechnie with the ball to Whitwer. Whitwer dodges in and out. Misses getting hit in the head. Back to Marino. Over to Jordan. Jordan says, see you later. And she'll be getting an 8-meter. Spartans up 10-1 with 3 minutes to go. And I have a feeling it's about to be 11. Addie Jordan looking to take a shot, takes a step, fires it in past the goalie, and 11-1.
East Long Meadow goal scored by Adelaide Jordan.
East Long Meadow's third goal of the quarter. They're up 11-1 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go, and we will now have running clock. Mac Whitwer on the draw for the Spartans. Mac flicks it up as Raymond ends up with the ball. Mac but quickly loses it to Addie Jordan. Addie Jordan's off. Addie Jordan goes by one, goes by two, fires the ball into the goal for her third goal of the quarter, sixth goal of the game.
East Long Meadow goal scored by Addie Jordan.
Freshman Lucy Parsons checks into the game. And she'll be on the circle. We'll see what the little speedster can do. Mac throws the ball up. Ball goes around. Lukasik ends up with the ball. Caroline with a move, in and out. And she'll start the East Long Meadow offense all over again. She goes in through one, fires it. Nice save again by the keeper. Airmails it over. Grace Howard, is he there to pick it up? She's probably the last one to touch it, I guess. 9 seconds left in the quarter. They fire it over. Howard there again. As time's about to expire. Jenna Holly with the save as time expires. Going into the second half, Spartans up 12-1. And we're back for second half action with the Spartans up 2-1 over the Mounties. Mounties' lone goal is by Congesio. She has 1 goal, whereas the Spartans have Trulio has 1 goal, and Mac Whitwer and Addie Jordan both have 6. No, I'm sorry. Mac has 5, and Addie has 6 goals. Spartans changing up a little bit on the circle with Kylie Marino on the circle with her sister, and Grace Howard taking the draw. Grace Howard, one of the other commits that East Long Meadow has, the four seniors going to college. Grace Howard going to St. Anselm in the fall. Ball goes up. Kylie Marino comes out with the ball. She runs down the field, looking to set up the East Long Meadow offense. Marino with the ball. Over to Calabrese. Calabrese looking to get Parsons the ball, and the ball's knocked, saved by Aiken. Aiken over to Weed. Weed throws the ball up as it's intercepted by Howard. Howard gets the ball over the stringing line. Fires over to Calabrese. Calabrese to Marino. Marino to Lukasik. Kasich all the way over to Trulio. Trulio in through 1-2. Oh, no, Grace Howard. Grace Howard should get herself an 8-meter as Grace Howard now out for the game due to her second card on a apparent bad call by the referee. Should have been shooting space, but then she ended up calling Grace Howard for an illegal shot attempt or dangerous throw. Oh, that was a nice grab by Mount Greylock, but Jenna Holly there to make the save. Quickly fires it up to Marino. Timeout East Long Meadow as the referee asks politely to stop getting yelled at. Well, probably if you make the right call, you wouldn't get yelled at. That's just my opinion. When I'm at home and I get yelled at, it's probably because I did something wrong. But who knows? I've been known to be right once in my life, so. And we're back. Spartans up 12-1 with 10 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. East Long Meadow coach calling a timeout, orchestrating her players what she wants. East Long Meadow will start off with the ball. Kenna Marino quickly scorching down the line. Goes by 1, 2. Should I start counting them as she goes by? Just a 2. gets the ball over to her sister. Kylie Marino throws the ball over to Jordan. Jordan back to Kylie. And offsides, East Long Meadow. As somebody forgot, because Grace Howard is sitting in the yellow chair. Ken Jesse with the ball. Looking to get it by Ken Marino. Ken Jesse behind the net, holding on to the ball. They only have a little bit of time left with Howard in the box. I would make the most out of it. Met again by Mary DeVoy. Ken Jesse with the ball was met by Grace Rapold. Loose ball, and Rapold gets called with a cross check. Ken Jesse with the ball, comes in, throws the ball into the middle. Ball's knocked away. Looks like Addie Jordan will pick the ball up, and she'll go by everybody. If she can make her way to the middle, be same thing that happens. Fires over to Calabrese. Calabrese back up to the middle to Lukasik. Lukasik to Mac. Mac over to Lucy. Lucy over to Calabrese. The ball bounces past her and gets out of bounds. Reed gets the ball into Aiken. Greylock looking to move the ball up the field. Fires the ball over the middle as it's bounced loose. As Abel can't hold on to it. Lucy Parsons chasing it down. Lucy comes up with the ball. Good job by Lucy. Lucy looking to go by her. She does. Gets the ball over to Mac Whitwer. Ball bounces loose. As Thomas comes up with the ball and she throws the ball out of bounds. East Lemino will get the ball. It should be our ball. They threw the ball out of bounds. That's an easier call to make. Mac Whitwer with the ball. Over to Addie Jordan. Over to Mac. Mac over to Caroline. Caroline fires the ball into the back of the net for her first goal of the game. Lukasik's third goal of the season. The Spartans are now up 13-1 with 7 minutes to go as Mount Greylock calls a timeout.
Assisted by McKenna Whitwer.
Just notified with congratulations to Jenna Holly for her 300th career save. That's quite a milestone. Fairleigh Dickinson commit. Congratulations to Jenna on that 300th career save once again. Jordan to Marino. Marino to Inglesworth. Greylock with the ball. Fox throws the ball to Raymond. Raymond over to Art. Art gets the ball to somebody and they lose it. They'll be on the 8-meter 13. It looks like Abel will be taking an 8-meter shot. Jenna Holly looking to make her 301st career save, and she does. Rapold marking them up as they throw the ball out of bounds. Does it get out of bounds? It's Greylock saves the ball. Sabina McKechnie gets the ball. Looking for room to operate. Goes by one, switches up, turns around, switches it over to Marino. Marino gets the ball, throws the ball to Kasich. Kasich over to Whitwer. Whitwer to Marino. Back to Whitwer. Whitwer fires it across field to Kasich. Ball bounces around. This is Lucy Parsons looking to get it. Ball bounces around. Kasich ends up with it. Back to McKechnie. McKechnie over to Parsons. Parsons back to McKechnie. McKechnie to Inglesworth. Back to McKechnie. To Lukasik. A lot of room for Lukasik. Over to Whitwer. Whitwer over to McKechnie. McKechnie brings the ball back. Looking to make a move. Passes over to Marino. Marino to Whitwer. Over to Lukasik. Kasich back to McKechnie. McKechnie looking to make a move. She goes by one. Goes by another. Loses it. Picks it up behind the net. And the ball goes out of bounds. Aiken with the ball. Over to Weed. Weed tosses it to the middle. They fire it downfield. Ball bounces around. Jesse picks it up. Jesse behind the net. Looking for something. Raypold stops her. Kendall Reed playing defense on her. A slew of substitutions going in and out for both teams. As Greylock has the ball behind the net and they throw the ball out of bounds. With the Spartans leading 13-1 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Reed loses the ball out of bounds, and Mount Greylock quickly gets the ball back in. They look to get a shot, and they get a goal. No goal. As what happened with Grace Howard, it looks like Abel gets her goal taken away, and for a dangerous shot. Or they have two girls in the box? No, just one girl. So it looks like Abel is getting a penalty. Jordan with the ball, fires it up to Marino. Marino scoops it up, blows by the defender. Just keep going with it. Fire, nice pass to the middle, to looking for Parsons. Parsons can't handle it, goes to get in there. Inglesworth in there. Inglesworth scoops the ball out. Ball's still loose. Kylie Marino shields the ball. Good job by Kylie Marino. Marino thinking it was out on Greylock, which she probably had the best view, but officials say otherwise. I think with a 13-1 lead, you're probably not going to get those close calls. Art with the ball. Throws the ball up to Law. Law over Devenow. Throws the ball up to Art with the ball. Game marked up by McKechnie. Throws the ball to the middle. Gets lost. Raymond with the ball, looking to make a move. She goes in and out, fires a shot, and looks at Raymond with the goal. As the Mounties close the goal 13-2. I believe it was Raymond. I think 22.
Mount Greylock goal scored by Grace Raymond.
I think it was 22. Marino on a draw. As Greylock quickly gets the ball up and over. A nice save by Jenna Holly. And that's the end of the third quarter action with the Spartans up 13-2.
A huge congratulations.
And we're back for fourth quarter action as the Spartans have a 13-2 lead, with Caroline Lukasik being the only one that scored the goal in the third quarter. Coach Moses is going old school on the officials, bringing out the hard copy instead of the digital copy of the rule book to let them know that they made a mistake. So going forward, they should know the rules, which will be a good thing for us. Draws up. Kenna Marino looking to run by everybody to get it, and Inglesworth looking to scoop in there and get the ball. Ball bounces around, and Inglesworth up with the ball. Setting up the East Long Meadow offense, gets the ball to Trulio. Trulio will get an 8-meter attempt. So Trulio looking to get on the board with an 8-meter attempt right here. Trulio scoring 3 goals the other night against Northampton. She takes a step, fires it in just wide. East Long Meadow ball is Crimmins with the ball behind the net. Gets the ball over to Marino. Marino to Inglesworth. Inglesworth back over to Marino. Marino brings the ball all the way around to the top of the key. McKechnie goes in, goes through one. So McKechnie will get her chance after a tomahawk chop, almost takes off her head, and she'll get an 8-meter attempt. McKechnie runs it in, scoops, goes in. McKechnie gets on the board with her first goal of the game.
East Long Meadow goal scored by Sabina McKechnie.
Marino on the draw. Fires it up. She easily scoops it up, gets the ball over the line. And we'll start East Long Meadow's offense. McKechnie on the top, looking for somebody. She gets swarmed by 2 girls. Gets the ball over to Kylie Marino. McKechnie ends up with the ball again. Gets the ball to Pettit. Loose ball. Pelletier gets the ball as she gets hacked. So Pelletier will start the East Long Meadow offense. McKechnie over to Trulio. Trulio looking to start it. Back to McKechnie. They're going to play a little 2v3. Ball bounces around. Loose ball as Greylock ends up with the ball. They're going to run down the field. Nope, they lose it. Kendall Reed does a little shimmy, gets by the girl. Kendall Reed still moving. Ball bounces around. Kenna Marino ends up with the ball. Kenna fires it over to McKechnie. McKechnie to Trulio. She does a little spin. She gets the ball over to Pettit. Pettit with the ball. Pettit still with the ball. Pettit's going to have a couple girls on her. Gets the ball to Marino. Marino running around, fires it into the middle. Ball bounces. Crimmon's there. And Mount Greylock gets the ball back to their goalie. Mount Greylock player running down the field, gets by everybody. As they'll pass it around, looking to get their third goal of the game. East Long Meadow defense locked in, marking up all the girls with the cutters. Grace Rapole on defense. Addie Jordan gives her a little nudge, as I believe that'll be Law. So Law will be getting an 8-meter attempt. She'll be looking to run it in. She takes a step, is met by Jordan. Good save by Jenna Holly. Greylock quickly gets the ball into Ken Jesse with the ball, throws the ball around the Law. Law bounces it to somebody. He's playing behind the net. Ken Jesse with the ball. All night long, she looks to keep going at Rapole, and Rapole stops her over and over again throughout the night. Hannah Eddy playing good. Was it? I think it's no. Kendall Reed playing good defense over there. Ball bounces around. Kenna Marino picks the ball up. Says goodbye to everybody. Fires it over to her sister. Kylie scoops the ball up. As she comes over and gets some words of wisdom from Coach Moses. I would like to see her take that one right at the net. Get an 8-meter shot. There you go. Nice save. Nice shot attempt by Kylie Marino, but nice save by the goalie. She's been having a good game tonight. Regardless of the 14 goals East Long Meadow scored, she's got to have at least 15 or 16 saves. Greylock in East Long Meadow's offensive zone. Met by Kendall Reed. Now Ken Jesse going up against Grace Rapole. Greylock passing the ball around. looking for somebody. I don't know if they have to stop that one-on-one because it hasn't worked all night. So might want to try to hit a cutter as they go through. East Long Meadow defense is locking them down. And when they do get a chance to shoot, the wall is there to block them. Jenna Holly. Grace Rapole throws the ball up. Ball bounces around. Addie Jordan gets knocked to the ground. No call. It's the first time in girls lacrosse I've ever seen a girl fall down and them actually not call anything. Grace Rapole with the ball. Nope, Kylie Marino with the ball. As she's going to blow by everybody. She's just a taller version of her sister. Longer stride. She gets the ball to Morgado. Loses the pass. Jane Pelletier chases the ball down. Good job saving it in, but the Greylock defender is there to pick it up. And they'll start over from Eakin. Greylock does a lot of these long passes, which they don't this time. They pass it to Law. Miana Calabrese chases her down, but stops quickly at the restraining line. This Ken Jesse with the ball in the familiar spot. This time she hits the cutter. She's met by good defense by the freshman Kylie Marino together to stop it. Addie Jordan looking to knock the ball away, but she gets called for a call. And Law will be out on the 12-meter. Law gets the ball into the middle, turns around, and once again, Jenna Holly with another save. Spartans up 14-2 with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ball's left to the net to the speedy Kenna Marino, who looking to go sideline, and she does. One more defender, and she'll have open space, and she just ran 70 yards, and nobody could touch her. Miana Calabrese with the ball. She's in and out, and she gets stocked by the goalie. Good job by Miana Calabrese to weave her way in and out of 2 or 3 girls to get a shot. Ball's down on the ground. Jordan with the pickup. Jordan's turn to go in and out of everybody. She does, and she fires it over to Avery Morgado. And the ball goes out of bounds. Should be East Long Meadow ball. Avery Morgado quickly gets the ball in. She goes around the defender. Nice pass to Jane Pelletier. Pelletier over to McKechnie. McKechnie loses it. Throws it over to Marino. Marino with the ball. She does a stutter step, goes by 1, goes by 2. Tosses the ball into the middle. Avery Morgado picks the ball up. Now she's behind the net. She's looking for somebody. Gets knocked away. Morgado picks it back up. Take a shot. There you go. And Avery Morgado with a shot and a goal. Good hustle by Avery Morgado to knock it away from the Mount Greylock defender. Picks it up and fires it into the back of the net for her first goal of the season, putting the Spartans up 15-2. And that should be it for the game. Looks like the Spartans are going to pull away with a victory, 15-2 over the Mount Greylock Mounties. East Long Meadow's next game will be taking on the Long Meadow Lancers Tuesday night at home. So good night, everybody.